Welcome back everyone, welcome back to the Little Red Ninja allotment. Wow, we've had a nice lot of rain and I've carried on with where I had all my blighted tomatoes, but in today's video is mainly thinking, is it time for that to come off? In other words, my Brassica Cage, where I've got quite a few crops in there, and I'm just waiting for all the cabbage white butterflies to disappear. They have not shown themselves for the last couple of days, but is it time for me to uncover the whole lot? And in this video I will show you how they're doing. They've been undercover since I put them in and they've done quite well, but before I do that I'm going to show you the finished article, what I said in my last video, which was turning all the ground into fresh ground so I can put crops in. Might not put any crops in until the new year, but I still haven't made up my mind. I'm weighing up the pros and cons of doing it, but let's have a look and show you the finished article. Not everything is finished on it. I've just got one little area to do, but that's when the celery has finished, but it is still producing. But let's have a look. And here we go. Now look at that. That is looking ready to go. And I've put about 4 inches of compost on a double layer of cardboard that's underneath. And what I've got there, I've got spent compost, I've got compost that I've done myself from my compost bin. And if you haven't seen that video, why not have a look? It's in the link below, so I'll put that in there. It shows you how I do my compost, and I get my compost looking like that. It is absolutely fantastic, and the good thing about it is it doesn't have any weeds in it. So overall I'm quite happy with that area, and the only little bit area I need to do is there, but as you can see how lush the celery is. I'll leave that for a couple of weeks before I finish this all, and that little bit there. But I've collected more cardboard to finish that. That beetroot is cracking on, which I like them golf ball size. So that's nearly a golf ball, so that will be coming out soon. But this video isn't about this, it's about that. So let's crack on and let's have a quick look, and hopefully no cabbage white will be around. Touch wood. Right, let's unearth, well, not unearth, let's take the cover off so you can have a look what's underneath, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Now I'm doing a little bit of a detour before I show you the Brassica Cage. I'm digging up potatoes, or unearthing potatoes from this old recycling bin, and as you can see I've got some good sized potatoes, which I'm quite chuffed about. I only had 2 in that size, and they've produced, I would say, probably about 3 kilos worth of potatoes, so quite happy with those. But that's that. Let's get on with the Brassica Cage. Right then, let's get on with showing you what's in my Brassica Cage. But first, how I secure this actual frame is all it needs at either end is a couple of tent pegs, which I've got there into the ground, and it keeps it very secure. So everything in there is well protected. But let's get this frame off and have a look to see what it's like, but also to check if there's any damage to what I've got in here, and whether or not to keep this frame off. But we'll have a look. Right, let's get this thing off. Wow, here we go. There's a few bit of marks on the red cabbage, but everything is cracking on. The cauliflower has not really produced anything, so I might get rid of these plants so the rest can actually crack on. But looking at this whole area, I'm thinking I'm going to keep that on that. But what I will do is get rid of a lot of the dead growth that's on it, so some airflow can go underneath everything, because there's quite a few dead leaves at the bottom of all these plants. But I'll go around the other side and show you what the other side is like. If you're liking the video so far, smash that subscribe button and the notification bell, as well as the like button, which helps the channel. But looking at this kale, look at that. That is probably one of the best kales I've grown, and all looking really good. And it looks like a lot of that needs picking. But what I will do, I'll do a little bit of weeding first before I do anything. But in the meantime, while I do that, I hope everyone is well and getting a lot of crops at the moment, because I certainly am. I will do now with some of this kale. That'll keep me going for a few weeks. But in the meantime, leave me to it, and I'll get back to when I've done. Wow, a little bit of weeding and a little bit of tidying of all these kales, these florets and cabbage and cauliflower, and it's looking as good as new. So what I've got to do now is put that back over that. But I'm quite impressed, because I've not really grown brassicas in the past. Well, in fact, I've never grown, probably cauliflower, but that's about it. And I did that probably about 5-6 years ago. But overall, I'm quite happy with what I've got there. Looking really good. Looking really, really good. Just a couple more weeks, I think, until all the cabbage white have disappeared, so I can have these open without any protection. But I still got to work wary of pigeons, which is a bane of my life. But that is quite easily solved. A few supports on either end, same netting just on the top. It just stops the pigeons from flying into the middle, right in there. It's a little tiny barrier that stops them flying in. I know they sometimes walk through crops, but that should be a barrier, because I've got a natural barrier with my runner beans, and they usually come from that tree. But overall, quite happy. So my next video will be hopefully all the seeds, well, majority of all the seeds that I will be sowing over winter and for the new year. Yep, got to get ready for next year. If you don't, you'll get behind. So in the meantime, this is Paul from the Little Red Ninja Allotment channel, wishing you well, and hope to see you on the next video. Bye for now. Looking really good. Really, really good. Apart from the wind.